All right, so here's a conversation with Bobby Forrest. He used some words in here that I don't agree with. I don't have to. It's the information that's important. Now, there's a lot of stuff that Miss Peaches did to try to help. But because she didn't speak up about it, didn't write it down, didn't understand that it was important, or the fact that the police would be able to slander me because she didn't actually come forward about it, it fucked me. All of her help ended up not being help because without her coming forward about it, without her speaking up, without her saying something, it didn't help. And it didn't register to her that that's the way that it was. She wasn't put into the situation I was. Neither was Candace. None of these people were. None of these people were made homeless and separated from their loved ones because of this. None of them. Most of them have never had to because of family, because they had families that cared. When they needed help, they got help from family, from immediate family, something that I don't have. Now, the things that happened between Rand Ingersoll and I, that was a fucked up situation where the police do what they always do. They try to cut off your access to evidence. Anything that they do wrong, they can omit from court, or they can have the DA omit from court. Well, that's just gross. Here we go. This is Rand Ingersoll on the situation that I got railroaded in Wyoming. Now we'll go to For Peaches the Liar. Now this one right here, you don't have to watch the video. It's just me rambling in this one. But also attached to it is over 100 conversations with other witnesses. All of them made after November of 2018. Before then, I had hoped that each of these people was going to keep their word. I recorded it afterwards because they didn't keep their word. All of the things that they had to say in there should have been in court. Also, a lot of these people, despite the fact that we were all slandered, they did have very legitimate reasons for not coming forward, for not filling out reports, for not showing up. If you don't have the money to show up in court, how are you going to? If you have to feed your family and you have to make a choice between your job and doing the right thing, yeah, we live in a society where you have to do your job. Doing the right thing is not an option. It's fucking gross. The Bollingers had all sorts of help. They had help by the police. They had help harassing me. They had help assaulting me. They had a lot of help to destroy my life. They also had a lot of help harassing, threatening, and assaulting others. But those things are apparently not admissible in court. Apparently, those things, despite the fact that they happened, don't actually matter in court. Well, why don't they? Why don't they matter in court? I tried to do everything the legal way. I tried to do everything the right way. But they went out of their way every step of the way, and you want to know who they is? The police, the volunteers, the medical community, to cover each other's backsides, based on assumptions. Not one of these people ever looked at the evidence. The volunteers never looked at it. The police never looked at it. The public pretenders never looked at it. And then we got asshats like Scott DaCosta doing exactly what it is that I said he'd do. Trying to use situations that he wasn't there for in other jurisdictions that I was sent to because he was trying to cover the wrongdoing of himself and his other officers, going out of his way to literally slander my name to try to discredit me, claiming that I threw a TV through a wall. Really? Were you there, Scott DaCosta? No, you weren't, but you also had me sent there. You worked together with your fellow officers to lie to people in order to have that happen because you didn't want to investigate the wrongdoings of your officers. Now, me, I've said repeatedly, I'm willing to pretend that you didn't do all the wrong shit that you do intentionally. I'm willing to pretend that you didn't do those things intentionally. As long as you're willing to do something about the officers who did do wrong things intentionally. Now, Scott DaCosta said that if I had an issue to bring it to him. And of course, when I went in there with Laura Nelson, what was it, a week and a half ago? Went in there to bring it to his attention. He doesn't want to hear about it. It's got to be something new. Bitch, you didn't do anything about the old stuff, did you? Of course you fucking didn't. You're a silly swine who has no business being the sheriff of this or any other town.